What's the biggest rivalry in esports? There's TSM and CLG in League of Legends and Na'Vi versus Alliance in Dota 2, but only one rivalry has spanned for decades across multiple games: SK Telecom versus KT Rolster. For nearly 2 decades, the two South Korean teams have competed across a variety of esports all over the world. Along the way, they've produced some of the best players, teams, and moments that esports has ever seen. Many new fans know these teams from their famous battles in League of Legends, but the history is far richer than that. Here are 5 key facts to know about the biggest rivalry in esports. The rivalry between KT and SKT is so intense because it has a history that transcends esports. It's called the Telecom Wars for a reason. It started in the business world, where KT Corporation had been South Korea's biggest telecom for a long time, but with the rise of mobile phones came SK Telecom, which grew into the country's top wireless carrier. The two now compete ruthlessly for customers. Things spilled over into esports when the telecom giants started sponsoring StarCraft Brood War teams in the early 2000s, and it's dominated esports ever since, a span of nearly 2 decades. While SKT's team name is straightforward, KT's is pretty unique, and it's ended up perfectly representing how the rivalry has gone for them. KT started in esports by founding a StarCraft team in 2001. That team's name was changed in 2009 when fans voted to switch to Rolster, an amalgamation of 2 English words, roller coaster. The name has proven incredibly prescient. Nobody in esports has seen highs or lows like KT. From the high of the Flash era in StarCraft to the perennial disappointment of KT's League of Legends teams, it's been a true roller coaster ride. KT's ride started in 2002 when they signed a slew of StarCraft legends, sparing no expense, to create a super team. Even today, KT prefers all-star rosters. Just look at the League of Legends super team it built to compete with SKT. SKT, on the other hand, loves to build around a singular talent. Their first star was Boxer, the innovative Terran player known within the StarCraft community as simply the Emperor. Boxer made the KT-SKT rivalry personal via his epic clashes with KT's Yellow. Boxer finished his career slightly ahead with a 33-30 record against Yellow, who was known as the king of second place. Falling just short has been another defining characteristic of KT Esports. After years of discouragement, KT had to adopt SKT's 1-star formula to finally beat their rivals. In 2007, Flash was an unknown Terran player when he was traded to KT at just 14 years old. But by 15, he had won the OSL, Brood War's most prestigious individual tournament. Finally, KT had its golden boy. Flash's 2009 to 2010 season is the best in the history of StarCraft and helped cement his status as the greatest player in StarCraft history. During the Flash era, KT finally gained the upper hand in the rivalry with SKT as he shut down SKT's star, Bisu. It was KT's highest high, but just like on a roller coaster, there was a crash waiting on the other side. The era of competitive StarCraft started closing in 2010, and with it went Flash's reign. But the Telecom Wars had become big enough that the rivalry transcended any one game. When League of Legends took off, KT and SKT were there, signing teams in late 2012. Just like in Brood War, the rise of a mysterious teenager would change the rivalry forever. But this time, that star played for SKT. His name is Lee Faker Sung-hyuk, but his fans call him God. If anyone can challenge Flash's claim as the best player in the history of esports, it's Faker. And few league teams know the unique pain Faker can inflict like KT. Faker and SKT have won 3 world championships and countless other titles, and he's broken the hearts of KT fans nearly every time. Last year, KT finally had enough, resurrecting their old Brood War game plan and signing an all-star roster that included players like Smeb and Mata. But this is a KT story, and that means it can't end well. The so-called KT Super Team failed to beat SKT even once last year, as Faker came out on top once again. Faker's performances at Worlds and other global tournaments have made him and SKT true international stars. With that stardom, SKT has elevated the rivalry with KT to epic levels. The rivalry started by Boxer and Yellow, taken to new heights by Flash, and now carried by Faker, has become the biggest in the esports world. The Telekom Wars are alive and strong and will surely continue for years to come. But with a new year comes a new season, and this could be KT's time to shine.